Hi students, the another topic in industrial economics is industrial finance. Okay, this comes in under fourth unit. Okay, so what is industrial finance? We should know the meaning of the industrial finance. Then we will discuss about the different types of the industrial finance. What is industrial finance? Simply we can say that the finance which is used in industrial development, that finance is called as industrial finance. Okay, the finance which is used to build, to make an industry, that finance is industrial finance. In the finance is very important to all industries. Blood is very important for our body, like that finance is also very important to the industry. Okay, so I think you understand with this example. Okay, without finance the industries cannot be developed. Okay, so if the finance is available more in the market, then the industrial development is also more. If the finance is not available at a large level, the industrial development will not be occurred in that country. So every country is willing to arrange the industrial finance to develop the industrial sector. So the industrial finance will decide ultimately the development of that country. Okay, stop. If you think about our country, the industrial finance is divided into three categories. Okay, those are based on the nature of the capital. The industrial finance is divided into fixed capital and variable capital. Okay, what are those? Fixed capital and variable capital. Based on the time, how much time is taken to pay that finance, on that base, the finance is divided into three categories. One is short-term finance, second one is medium-term finance, third one is long-term finance. Okay, based on the nature of the finance is divided into two categories. One is internal finance, second one is external finance. Okay, we will discuss about these things in detail. Okay, what are fixed capital and variable capital? The finance which is used to build building or machinery or other fixed things, that finance is called as fixed capital. If the finance is which is used to buy or to manage the variable production factors, that finance is called as variable capital or variable finance. Okay, what is the second one? Short term, medium term and long term finance. What is the short term? Based on the time period, the time which is used to pay the total finance, on that base the finance is divided into three categories. Okay, what is short term finance? If that industry which is taken the finance will may be able to pay that finance within 1 or 2 years, that type of finance is called as short term finance. If the firm is taking a long time to pay the finance, then that is called as long term finance. Okay, in between the short term and long term there is a medium term finance. Okay, so based on the time to pay the total finance, that is divided into three categories. Okay, so some industries are taking time based on the nature of the goods. If the taken to buy the small things or variable production factors, that type of finance will come in short term period or medium term period. Okay, then based on the nature of the finance is divided into two categories: internal finance and second one is external finance. What is internal finance? If the finance is gathered by that firm within the country, then that is called as internal finance. If the finance or the credit sources coming from out of the country, that type of finance is called as external finance. Okay, and we have different sources to gather finance in internal source, internal method, internal way, and also on external way. Okay, what are the different sources of internal capital? Okay, some firms may get through stock markets. Okay, I think all of you know the stock market. Okay, some firms will get funds from the stock market in two three categories, like stock selling the stocks, or selling the debt funds, or selling their debentures. These are the different sources which are coming in stock market. Okay, now there is another important source in internal finance, that is finance arranged by the financial institutions. Okay, for example, ICICI, HDFC, UTI, SIDBI, Exim Bank. These are the example for the internal finance. Those are also very important in offering the finance for the industries in our India. Okay, and then we can discuss these financial institutions in later chapter. Okay. Okay, if you think about external financial resources, Indian companies are getting in different ways of the external finance. Okay, if you think, there are number of sources from outside of the country. Those are FDI, FII, the finance from other governments, other country governments, or finance from the international financial institutions. If you think about these things, FDI, what is FDI? Foreign direct investment. Okay, the people or the firms of other countries may able to invest in our country in different industries. Okay, they can establish new industries in our country. Okay, by their own resources. Okay, these are the important category in external finance. And FDI is also very important, and FDI is also very useful to our country. These will develop our country in different manners. Okay, what is the second one? FII, foreign institutional investors. Generally, some firms or some organizations or individuals may invest their funds in stock market of our India. Okay, you know the stock market in India. What are the important stock markets in our India? One is National Stock Exchange. Second one is Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, in these stock exchanges, the foreigners may are eligible to invest in these markets. Okay, by buying the shares of our Indian companies, they are able to invest in our stock market. These type of investments are called as FII, foreign institutional investments. Okay, what is the third one? Some governments, some foreign governments also are able to invest in our India. Okay, for example, if you think UK government or Japan government are funding in industries. If you think about the in 1956 onwards, in second 5-year plan, the three governments are helped to invest in iron and steel industry in India. Okay, for example, Rourkela iron and steel industry, Bhilai and Durgapur, and also Bokaro and Visakhapatnam steel plants. These are established in India with the help of foreign governments. Okay, and what is the last one? Some international institutions, financial institutions also are offering funds to develop industries in India. Okay, Asian Development Bank, ADB, World Bank are giving their help to develop the industrial sector in India. Okay, these are the different sources of external finance which are helpful for the industrial development. Okay, This is also one of the important topic in industrial economics. Thank you. If you think internal resources of industrial finance in India, uh, uh, one important internal resources are the finance which is offered by the industrial financial organizations. Okay, the finance which is offered by the industrial financial organization. In India, the government established different types of the organizations to develop in different sectors of industries. Okay, those financial institutions are discussed in detail. Okay, just you observe, there are some financial institutions which are offering the finance to the industries in India. The first one, here we are taking the financial institutions, and here the years which the financial institutions are established. Okay, if you think about the first one, IFCI, Industrial Financial Corporation of India. This is the first institutions to provide industrial finance to the industries in India. This is established in 1948. Okay, it is one of the important financial provider to provide the finance to the industries. Okay, and what is the second one? ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Okay, so the second one, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. This is established in 1955 to provide finance to the private sector in India, and this is established with our government and also with foreigners. Okay, it is established in 1955. Okay, it is a important and largest private provider in India. Okay, after that, recently the ICICI is changed to the bank. Now it is calling as ICICI Bank. Okay, all of you know that. Okay, what is the third one? SFC, State Financial Corporation. This was established in 1953 to provide finance to the industries in different states. Okay, one SFC is established for one state. In throughout India, nearly 18 SFCs are established to provide the finance to the industries in different states. Okay, so SFC is important financial organization in the state. Okay, and what is the next one? IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India. This was established in 1964, and this is also important financial provider in India. Okay, generally we can say that IDBI is the apex bank in providing financial credit to the industries in our India. Okay, and in 1964 the government established one more organization, that is UTI, Unit Trust of India. What is the main thing of the UTI is UTI will collect the funds from the people in India. Okay, and the UTI collect the fund from the people and invest these funds in different industries. Okay, and also at the same time UTI may offer the profits to the people who are invested in UTI. Generally UTI can arrange the finance with different ULIP plans. Okay, and this is the main objective of the UTI, to collect the funds from the people to invest in different industries. Okay, what is the next one? Exim Bank. Okay, what is Exim Bank? Exports and Imports Bank. This was established in 1982, and the main objective of the Exim Bank is to provide finance to the exporters and also importers. Okay, so Exim Bank is the apex bank which is providing finance to the exports and imports business. Okay, finally the last one is SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. This was established in 1990 and it is the apex bank or apex institution which is providing finance to the small scale sectors in India. Okay, so SIDBI is very important for small scale sector, and SIDBI is not only providing finance to the firms and also refinancing the funds which are helping to the small scale sector industries. Thank you.